Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I'm playing Marvel United. I'm really happy to hear that a lot of people like this game, or at least they like the playthrough videos that I'm doing. I haven't done a lot of them, but if this is what you want me to play, I'm happy to play it because it is a very fun game. There's a lot of depth to this game, even though the rules are pretty simple. In the last game, I'm trying to remember, was it the last game? Yes, it was the last game. I played against Green Goblin. He has beat me twice now. I'm taking a break from Green Goblin. I gotta think about him. He's pretty tough. So today I am going to be playing against Ultron with War Machine, Captain America, and Iron Man, three of my favorite heroes. I am going to be doing this a little more advanced. There are a number of cards that come with this game that add extra challenges. I'm doing this one called Moderate Challenge. During the setup, each player removes the single wild card from their hero deck. So instead of 12 cards per hero, I'll be having 11, and I'm taking the Captain America, War Machine, and Iron Machine wilds, and I'm taking them out of the deck. So they will not be in here. And I've already shuffled, but I'll go ahead and shuffle again. And so not only is my deck 3 cards shorter, but I'm also losing those 3 wilds. So I'm curious to see how the game, plays with that gone. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the threats and place them. I drew the locations randomly. I have Avengers Mansion, Central Park, SHIELD Headquarters, Times Square, Stark Labs, and Oscorp Tower. Some of these come from the Spider Universe expansion. I think the Oscorp does, and I think maybe Central Park. I can't remember. But the more expansions you have, the more location options you have. Let's go ahead and place these down randomly. I don't know what they are, and then I will flip them over. Now, Ultron has 2 enemies on the table. He has Ultron clones. Well, there's one. So that must mean this one. And there's the other one. They have 4 health each. And let's put that on there. Put this on here. That will start them. Ultron in this game has 8 health for a 3-player game or 3-hero game. And I'll go ahead and shuffle his deck that he'll be drawing from. Now, his BAM ability, when a BAM card is drawn, his BAM ability is add 3 thugs to Ultron's location and deal 1 damage to each hero there. So that hurts. Let's see. Now, overflow. If I have to place a thug or a civilian and I can't do it, it says for each one that can't be added, add that token to the next location clockwise. When all locations are fully occupied by civilians and thugs, I lose. So I've got to keep these guys cleared. And the game can also end if I'm KO'd, which means if I get down to 0 cards in my hand. He does not have a villainous track like Red Skull, so I just have to worry about keeping the thugs and the civilians clear. I draw a card hand size of 5 to start. And then we start with the villain always starts in this game. Now, if you're not familiar with the rules, go back and watch some of my earlier videos because I'm really not going to go over the rules here. I'm just going to play. So the first card is an Ultron with a movement of 2 and a BAM ability. I didn't roll where to start. Okay, hold on. So we'll start this at 1 and go clockwise. I rolled a 3, which means Ultron will start 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will start on the opposite side over here. All right, he does a BAM ability, which means add 3 thugs to his location. Well, unfortunately, I can only add 2 because there's only 2 spots left. Each location has a default starting number already there, and this one started with 2 civilians and a thug. So I place the 2 thugs. This one is an overflow, so it will come down here clockwise, and that is it for his turn. All right, on my turn, before I play a hero, I will always draw a card, and then play a hero, draw a card, play a hero, draw a card, play a hero. So let's go ahead. We've got a War Machine card. Now up here, the Ultron virus. Heroes starting their turn in this location must ignore 1 symbol of their choice. Great. So they are automatically starting one down. So that means I've got to look for the 2 ones to get going. I've got a wild here, 2 wilds for War Machine. So what I could do is I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this as a... Now remember, I have to eliminate 1. So I've just got 1 wild. I will place a star, and he is done. That's his turn. Now for the next turn, I'm going to place Iron Man, and he gets 2 starting wild. But remember, he'll ignore 1, but he inherits the previous card. So he will get 3 wilds. I can use 2 to cover that card, which means this card gets removed. I took care of an event. I get 1 threat cleared already. And it says at the end of the turn, you may draw up to 3 cards in your, until you have 3 in your hand. Well, I start with 4. Actually, I didn't draw a card for Iron Man when it was Iron Man's turn. So I have 5 in my hand, so that special ability will not work for me. Now remember, he has another wild because he placed 2. So for that remaining wild, I'm going to rescue a civilian, and he is done. And at the end of the turn, I still have 5. And now for my 3rd and final card, I draw 1. I've got a Captain America. Now, that punishment is no longer in effect. So he will get 2 wild. And I'm going to go ahead and get these wild cards out. And he starts with 2 wild. Yeah, I drew that. That was pretty good. So he's got 4 wild. I am going to have him... Let's see, do I want to move here? Or I'm going to do 1 move. Yeah. I'll move here, and with the 3 remaining wilds, I'm going to clear that event. I would place 3 stars. This one's gone. I'm doing good. So far, knock on wood, I am off to a great start. And it says, at the end of the turn, you may move up to 2 civilians or thugs in any combination from this to another one. Well, this one is almost full, so I'm going to put 1 over here. And I'm going to put 1... Well, I'm going to leave it. I'll leave 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 empty spaces, 2 empty spaces, 2, 2, none, and none. Okay. That is all Captain America can do. He rescued, and he got rid of the event. His turn is done. At the end of my turn, I collect these cards. I put them on top of Ultron's card. This is the timeline. I will set this... I'll set it up here. And it'll move this way, and it reminds me of what the previous card had once it's the next hero's turn. Now we draw an Ultron card. Ultron will not move, so he stays put, and he does a BAM ability, which means he's going to add 3 thugs. This site is full. This one is full. He'll add 2 here. Now remember, when thugs and civilians cover all the spaces, the game ends, and I got to add another thug there. So that was bad because now there's 1 spot here, 2 there, and 2 there, and the game ends for me. So I got to be careful here. All right, let's get going. Now Captain America is going to inherit 2 wilds. I'm going to draw a card. You can use stars to rescue civilians. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Well, let's see what else we got. War Machine could move and fight. He could fight then move. And he could use those 2. I'm going to play the War Machine card. So he's got a move, a fight, and 2 wild. For the fight, I'm going to take a thug out. For the 2 wilds, I'm going to burn one of those to get another thug off. And so he's got 1 wild left and a move. So I'm going to move here, and for that remaining wild, I am going to knock a thug off. And that is all War Machine will do. Next card, I draw. Got an Iron Man. Distribute 2 moves and do a fight. Iron Man is all the way right there. He's not really doing... There's nothing to do here. So let's see if we can start clearing some thugs. He's going to get a move and a fight. So I can move him here and fight one of these. And what else does Iron Man have? He has a star, which could rescue a civilian. I think that's... what does Cap have? Cap Cap has 2 stars, which he could rescue a civilian and move and punch. I'm going to play Cap. 2 stars. I will rescue these 2 civilians. For the punch, I will punch this thug. And then for the move, I'm going to move him here. And he is done. All right. I've got to draw a card. You may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. Okay, that's a good card to hold on to. Let's see. Whoever I play next is going to inherit 2 stars, which could be War Machine. And War Machine has a move. I need Iron Man. Where's Iron Man? Iron Man's up there. I need to get Iron Man moving. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play Iron Man. So he can distribute as a special ability. He can give me 2 move tokens, which I will take. And those can be used at any time as a special, as just a freebie. He's got a punch and 2 wild. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn one of the move and move him here. He's got a punch. I will remove a thug. And he's got 2 stars, which I will remove a civilian. And I will place a star here. So 1 out of 4. 1 out of 3, excuse me. And he is done. That is the end. I'll take these up, put them on top of here, move them over, and reveal another Ultron card. Ultron is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is with Cap. Fortunately, he is not doing a BAM ability. But he is going to place a thug here at his location. He's going to place a thug and a civilian to his left and to his right. So to his left and to the right. Well, he can't place it here, can't place it there, so they will have to go here. Man, he's tricky. All right. That is all for him. Draw a card. Let's see. Iron Man. Well, let's see. The last card I played was a fight. This would get rid of those thugs, but then he would just have a move and a fight, which I could. Let's get rid of another. Let's see. Iron Man has a star. What else do I have? A star. That's really not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and clear a threat. That one doesn't bother me so much. Let's have him fight. Iron Man gets 2 fight, 3 fight, and he only can use 2 to get rid of these thugs. 2 fight, and I'm going to have him move here. Trying to distribute my heroes. All right. Draw a card. Now, our Cap needs to really beat up on that. Cap's going to get 2 punch. Now, I don't want to free up this card too fast, because if I do, he's gonna play a card, and then I only get to play 2 heroes. So I want to try and get these as close to finished as I can, and then try to finish them both in one shot, so that not only do I reduce it to 2 hero cards at a time, but he's also vulnerable to damage. All right, let's try this. Let's see. Punch in an adjacent, and he can move, and he will also get 2 more punches, which would get him over here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move him. I'm going to play this to get him moved here. And he gets 2 punches, which would remove. Well, I don't want to use them. I'm going to use them against the Ultron clone. Actually, I'm going to use 1 against the Ultron clone and 1 against a thug. So all I need to clear is 1 more thug to defeat this card. But once I do, it goes down to villain card, 2 hero cards, villain card, 2 hero cards. I don't want to trigger that just yet. Okay, the Ultron clone is really the one I want to get rid of. All right, so that is the end of his turn. I draw a card. And Iron Man, what can Iron Man do? Iron Man's going to get a move. I could get a fight. I could almost defeat Ultron, but not quite. Let me see. Okay. What do I want to do here? Well, let's look up here. Iron Man, Captain America does not have any fight. I need some fight cards. I can't clear Ultron, but I could get Cap moving. I could get him moving, but he would inherit the War Machine card, which is not what I want. So I could play. Let's do this. I'm going to play Cap. I am going to use War Machine's move to move him here. And with these 2 stars, I'm going to cover these. Or do I rescue? No, I'm going to rescue 2 civilians. That's what I'm going to do. Rescue these 2 civilians. All right. And that is it for my turn. These go up. And we draw an Ultron card. He will not move. He does not do a BAM ability, but he does use his Encephalo Ray. Deal 1 damage to each hero for each crisis token. I haven't got any crisis tokens. Then 1 hero of your choice must take a crisis. All right, well, I will take a crisis. And that is it. That was a good, safe card to pull. Let's see if we can finish this off. This machine. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, what do I need to do? I need 1 more thug, and I need to clear 2 threats. And I'm inheriting 2 stars, and I happen to be here. So if I play... I don't have a move. Do I have a move and a star? I do not. All right, let's play... don't want to do that too soon. Iron Man. Let's get Iron Man over here, and he'll inherit... Okay, I'm going to move Iron Man. Iron Man will move here, and he inherits the 2 stars, so he'll put 2 stars on here. And next card I draw... Cap. War Machine has a star. War Machine would inherit the move star. That would clear that. Is that the best option I have? I could play an Iron Man card, and he would just finish the star off, and that would leave War Machine here, which is probably not a good idea since this has a BAM ability. Let's move War Machine and give a star. So I'm going to play a War Machine card. I'm going to use the last card played, which is a move. I'm going to move him, and I'm going to place the 3rd star, which triggers this. And I get the 3rd clear threat. 1 more cleared threat, and this card would go away. And that's the end of his turn. So all my heroes are in the same spot. At the end of the turn, War Machine, you may rescue 1 civilian from this location. There aren't any. So that goes away. And I've got 1 more card to play. I draw. Here we go. Here we go. Got to fight. And War Machine has a... do 2 punches to an adjacent location. That would get rid of that. Or it would help defeat the Ultron clone. Okay. I need to clear a threat, and this is the closest one. So if I can move and punch, which is what I want Cap to do, or actually, hold on, no, I do want to play the War Machine card. The War Machine would get to move and punch 2. So I'm going to have him move here. He'll trigger 2 punches to get rid of these civilians, or thugs. Now I have triggered this card, which means now it'll be 2 hero cards played after an Ultron card. But the good news is I got to play the full 3 this turn. So this is done. Goes on here. And now we play an Ultron card. Ultron will move 1. Uh-oh, he's in my spot. Thankfully, he does not do a BAM. He will place 3 civilians in his spot. 1, 2. This is overflow, so it comes down here. He will place 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Well, 1 will fit here and 1 will fit here. So that was not bad. Now, I'm down to 2 hero cards per turn. I draw 1, and I need to clear a threat. Ultron clone has 3 health on him. I inherit a move. I'm not going to be able to do it. How do I could rescue 3 civilians instead. What do I have? I have just stars. I would need to rescue... Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it this turn. Not unless I draw a captain that's really, really good. Let's try and get the cleared threats done. Then I can start damaging Ultron. So I'm going to play this Iron Man card, which allows me to rescue one civilian. And he also gets a move, but I'm going to keep him... let's move him. We'll move him here. And then, for my next card... Cap's got 2 punches. I should have played a punch, but that's okay. Captain will... I'll play him. I'm going to use this move token to move him here. He has a star and 2 punches. I will rescue a civilian and punch the Ultron clone twice. All right, Captain America's done. It is time to draw another Ultron card. We have a 4 and a bam. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The BAM ability, he will add 3 thugs to his location. He can't there. They can't go here. Well, he can do 1 here and 2 here. All right. Oh, boy. And that is all he does. This one's not full, that one's not full, and that one. So we're doing okay, but we got to maintain these thugs and civilians, or he is going to overwhelm us. Time to draw a card. The last card I played was a Captain America 2 fight. So I'm going to go ahead and trigger that with... Let me see. If I play the Captain America, I get a punch, which can be used to finish off. With the 2 punches there, I can get rid of the Ultron clone and these 2. And then it says, give a wild token to another hero. Let's do that. I'm going to play Cap. He will punch for 3. 1, this goes away, which triggers the clear threats. So now Ultron can be defeated, or I can do damage to him. I'll shift this down. Now, by the way, if I fill in 1 more civilian, it unlocks this, which says each hero draws 1 card. I could draw 3 cards, and that might be useful. So let's see what we get. I can only do 1 more card, and whoever it will be... Oh, I gained the wild. They're going to get a punch. So... do I have a star? Iron Man would get a punch and a star. He's here. So I'm going to play him. Let's see. I played Captain America. At end of turn, you may swap 1 card from your hand with 1 in your storyline. Oh, let's do it. I'm going to swap this move with this 2 wild. Absolutely. All right. So that was good. So maybe I want to play another Cap card. Because with the punch and the 2 wild, I could clear it, draw the cards, and then on my next hero is going to get 2 wild. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play Captain America 2 wild. Technically, I have 3. With these 2, I am going to clear the civilian. I'm going to clear 1 civilian, only 1. No need to waste that extra wild. When this goes away, I get to draw... Each hero draws a card. So 1, that means... Now the question is, does that mean I draw 3 cards or 3... I think it means I draw 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to post somewhere and find an answer to that one. That's a good question. Since I'm playing 3 heroes, I didn't know if that meant that I pull 1 Cap, 1 Iron Man, and 1 War Machine. All right, so I have a good full hand here, which will protect me against damage. So Cap did... He fought 1, which cleared it. He's got 2 more wilds. I'll use this wild as that punch. And now he's got the 2... Well, hold on. He did a punch, which I haven't used, so I'll remove a thug. He did the wild, which removed the civilian. Now he's got 2 more wild. If I move him once, which is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to clear another thug. And that is it. And it says at the end of the turn, you may rescue a civilian. I'm going to do that. And that is it for my turn. These cards go away. New Ultron card. He moves 1. Uh-oh. But he does not do a BAM, which is good. He will place 3 thugs at his location. 1, 2, and this one overflows. Then he'll place 1 up and 1 down. So he can't place it at the up, so it will push down to here, and then he can't place this one here, so it will flow over here. We got to defeat him pretty fast because, well, I mean, I guess I could do some rescuing. We'll see. All right, that is the end of his turn. I draw a card. Whoever played next is going to get 2 wild. I definitely want to punch Ultron. And I'm going to play an Iron Man. That's going to give me 4 punches. So 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. He should have 4 left. He does. And that is all Iron Man can do. I don't have any more 4 punches, but I do have a cap with a move and a wild. The move would get me, well, you have to be in Ultron's position to punch him, so that's not going to help. Let's do War Machine. Here we go. War Machine can 2 punches then move, and he also gets a free move. So I'm going to play that. He'll use the move here. He'll use the 2 punches from Iron Man. And then he gets 2 punches and a move. And the 2 final punches go against Ultron, which defeats him, and then he will have to move. And that is the end of the game. All right. So I managed to defeat Ultron using a moderate challenge, which required me to remove 1 wild card from each of the heroes' decks. I think the next time I play Ultron, I'll probably try it with a... There's a heroic challenge. Each player removes the wild and double wilds from their deck. Ooh, that one could be hard. And the hard challenge is each player just removes the double wild. So I think next time I'll play the hard challenge against a villain and see how I do. I don't think I'll be doing that against Green Goblin. He is very tough. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Marvel United. I gotta tell you, I really just love this game. It's just so fun. It's just one of those little games that surprises you when I found it, and just a great solo game, but also a fun multiplayer game. All right, I'll be back soon with another game. I'm not sure what villain I'll be playing next or what heroes, but I will be back with another Marvel United game. And until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.